There are a lot of robberies in Oxford Response, and some of them give you more than others. So that's why I'm going to be telling you what to continue robbing and what to actually avoid. First, let's start with what to avoid. Number 1 is the fuel stations, just for the low amount it gives. In a public server with no Criminal Plus, you get around 2,000, but if you have the Criminal Plus Game Pass, you get 2,500, which is tiny compared to every other robbery. And in a private server, those numbers are just halved, making it even less worth it. But they are very easy to rob, being the only heist that doesn't require some sort of buyable tool. And finally, they are very risky, with the Red Apple fuel station being right next to the police station, and you have to run across it to complete the robbery, which could take a lot of time and easily get you caught. Now the next one to avoid is tied between the jewelry store and the airfield. Why the jewelry store? It gives you a lot of money, you say. Well, yes, it gives you a decent amount of money, but not enough for the risk you have to take. You have to spend a lot of time in there to get a decent amount, and the fact that there are only 2 exits that the police can very easily camp makes it even worse. And on top of that, if you want to open the boxes in the back for the extra reward, you will have to buy the line jammer for 2,500, and then you have to do a hack, so people would overall argue that it's not worth it. So the airfield, what makes it so bad? Well, not a lot actually. It gives you practically the same amount of money as the jewelry store, and it's in the map expansion, so it's quite a distance from everyone else and the police that are going to be roaming around. So you might be thinking it's amazing, but the bad side comes from the difficulty of completing it. The money is in random boxes on shelves that are displayed on a screen and can be quite difficult to access, but with the recent addition of the ladder tool, this would become far easier, but still most avoid it. Now, what should you actually rob? But before I tell you about that, I want to announce my new Discord server. Here you can participate in future recordings, ask me questions, and give your opinion on what videos I should make. If you're interested in joining, it'll be the first link in the description. Anyway, let's get back to the video. Well, there aren't many options left, but the second best in my opinion is the bank. The bank gives you lots of money and is fairly easy to rob. It just has a simple fingerprint hack that can be done easily by anyone. You only need to make a one-time purchase of the key fob and you're all set. So why isn't it the best? Well, that's because of the popularity and the time it takes. Police are way more likely to respond to the bank than an airfield, because a bank robbery sounds more severe and you'll instantly be surrounded at one of the exits. Now finally for my number 1 pick, and that's the phone store. The phone store is quick, easy and simple, only requiring the one-time purchase of a bolt cutter, and you can walk in, snip the phones and collect them. You also get a pretty decent amount of money, though it isn't the most. But this robbery isn't perfect, so what are the downsides? First, if there's a police officer with a gun, you're pretty exposed due to the fact that most of the walls are made of glass and can be shot through easily. It is also in a bad position, being fairly central in the city, meaning police can quickly respond. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video on every robbery in Oxford Response, then subscribe to the channel for more Oxford Response vids, and make sure to join my Discord server, first link in the description.